Yo, what's good? So in this video, I'm gonna show y'all how to use MetaTrader 4. This right here is the app that you're gonna need in order to start trading. To even download this app, to download MetaTrader 4 and to be able to use the same broker as me, you have to follow the correct steps. One of the very first things that you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to add the US 30 pair. US 30 is the only thing that I trade. A lot of times it's not included on here. So I'm gonna show y'all how to pretty much add it. You're gonna go to view, you're gonna click market watch. This right here is pretty much all of the pairs, or it's not all of the pairs, but it gives you a list of pairs. You're gonna go down to the bottom, double click, and you're gonna type US 30. You see how it popped up. Um, it's not gonna enter just because I already have it right here, but then you'll right click that, you'll click chart window, and then boom, you see how it just created a new US 30 chart. That right there is how you're going to be able to get US 30 on your broker. This is how you're going to be able to trade it the same way as everybody else in the community. Now, that's the first thing. Now, the second thing that you're going to do, you're going to go to the toolbar and you're going to make sure that auto trading is turned on. All right, so it should be a green button right there. Now, the reason why you want auto trading turned on is because, for one, we have a robot that we use, the Wave bot. You want it to have that smiley face because that's how you know that the robot is actually working. If I turn it off, you see that the robot is smiling or is frowning. That means it's turned off. So you want this to be turned on. Now that's pretty much all you got to do as far as like setting everything up. As far as the way my chart actually looks, I do have templates and I have videos showing you how to add, your template to where your chart can look exactly like mine as far as the background, the colors, and stuff like that. Let's get into the basics of the basics. First thing that we're going to talk about is candlesticks. Okay. These blocks that you see right here, these are called candlesticks. All right. And each candlestick represents a certain amount of time. So if you look here, you see how it says D1, that stands for daily. H4 is 4 hours. H1 1 hours. You get the gist. M5 5 minutes. Right now we have H1 selected, so that means that we're on an hour time frame. Each candlestick represents 1 hour. Also, when you download the indicators, when you install the indicators on your chart, it'll also tell you the time frame that you're currently looking at. So each candlestick represents 1 hour. All right, if I go to the M5, that means that each candlestick now represents 5 minutes. M1, each candlestick represents 1 minute. All right. Now, the different colors of these candlesticks. These yellow candles, these are bullish candles, which means that they are pretty much up candles. These gray candles, they are bearish candles, which pretty much means that they are down candles. So whenever you see a yellow candle, that means that the candle's going up. Whenever you see a gray candle, that means that the candle is going down. Now, you can change the colors to whatever you want. This is just how I have my chart. Looking at your chart with candlesticks, this is just one way to actually look at your chart. Another way that you can look at your chart is by changing it to the line chart. If you've been on my lives before, which more than likely that's why you've been here, you'll see that I like to toggle between the candlesticks and the line chart because the line chart sometimes helps you be able to see the patterns a little bit more clear. Okay, but in general, I'm usually always looking at the candlesticks. Now, a lot of people start to ask, okay, bro, I understand that. That kind of makes sense, but what are these little tails at the end of these candlesticks? These tails, these are called wicks. Okay, so what happens is that let's do it like this. So let's get into understanding candlesticks. All right. Essentially, there's two types of candlesticks. You have bullish candlesticks and you have bearish candlesticks. You got up candlesticks and you have down candlesticks. Now, there are four main important parts of each candlestick, and I'm going to explain it. Every single candlestick has these four main parts, and this is all you pretty much really need to know about the candlesticks. Okay, so each candlestick has a high, it has a low, it has an open, and it has a close. Okay, no matter if it's a bullish candlestick or a bearish candlestick. Now, what is a high? The high of the candlestick is pretty much the highest point of that candlestick. All right, so when I explain to you guys about what is a wick, what a wick is showing you where it's showing you the highest point and the lowest point of where that candle actually has been in time. I hope that makes sense. So at one point in time, this candlestick was all the way up here. All right, whether it was at 215, 230, or 245, at one point in time, it came all the way up here, and then it came back down before that hour or whatever time frame you're looking at, whatever candlestick time frame you're looking at. Let's say we're doing an hour. So after that hour, once that hour closed, this is where it stopped, and then the new candle started. Okay, so you have the open of the candle. This is where the candle first started. The candle dropped at one point. At one point, the candle came all the way down here. This is the candle's low. At one point, the candle came all the way down here. It ended up going back up. Then it went all the way to up here. This is the high of the candle. It came back down, and then that hour pretty much passed. And then this is where the candle closed, and then the new candle starts. All right, this is what a bullish candle looks like, as far as the open, high, low, close go. The same thing happens for a bearish candle. The candle, it started right here. This is the open. It went up just a little bit. This is the highest point. The highest point it went up. This is the high. It dropped. It came all the way down here, which is the lowest point of the candle, and then it came back up and it closed right here before that hour pretty much was up. All right, so I just explained to you guys the high, the low, the open, and the close. Now I explained you guys the wicks of the candle. That's the skinny part, like the tails of the candle. Now we're going to talk about the body of the candle. The body is pretty much from the open to the close. So on a bullish candle, that the I don't know if this is green or yellow, but this box where the box is bigger, this is the body of the candle. Okay, for a bearish candle, where the box is bigger, the red box from the open to the close, this is considered the body. The little tails are considered the wicks. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. All right, so I just explained to you guys what candlesticks are in the aspect of every candle. Now, pretty much what I want to show you guys now is how to actually get into trades, pretty much how we actually make money. All right, so there's two ways to actually enter the market. All right, you can either enter the market for a buy or you can enter the market for a sell. Now, if you have your screen looking like mine, what you're going to do, you're going to click this little arrow right here, and then this tab will pop out. Now, in order to place a trade, you can literally just click these two buttons. If I click this button, it's going to put me in for a buy. If I click this is going to put me in for a sell. Do this on your demo account first. Since this is my live account, I'm not going to click the buttons because that's going to be my real money that I'm currently risking. So the two different ways that you can enter the market, you can either enter in for a buy or for a sell. When you buy the market, let's say that we buy the market right here. We buy the market right here. What we want to happen when you buy the market, you want the market to go up from where you bought it. The more it goes up, the more money that you're going to make from wherever you bought it at. If we buy it right here and the market starts to drop below from where we bought it at, that's when you're going to start to lose money. Do this on your demo account. The more you do this on your demo, then you'll be able to see the numbers fluctuate and everything like that. All right, now you might be asking yourself, bro, how much money am I going to be losing? How much money am I going to be making? That right there depends on your lot size. What is your lot size? This is pretty much how much money you're risking or how much money you're putting up. There's a bunch of different places that you can go to learn like this basic level of trading. A good place is called babypips.com. The link is probably going to be the link is in the Discord, but you could go there to learn like the basics of trading. But yeah, that's what your lot size is. This is how much you're going to be betting or how much you're putting up. If you're a beginner and you don't even know what this is, you need to be putting a 0.01. All right, a 0.01, and you only need to do this on demo until you understand what's going on. So when you buy the market, you want the market to go up. The more it goes up from where you bought it, the more money you make. The more it drops from where you bought it, the more money that you're gonna lose. Now, if we sell the market, let's say we sold the market right here. When you sell the market, you want the market to go down from where you sold it at. The more it goes down, if we sell it from right here, the more it goes down from where we sold it, the more money that we're going to make. If it goes up from where we sold it, that's when we start to lose money. All right, so one of the last things that we're going to talk about are the different types of trades. All right, this is the trading basics. You have market execution, and then you have pending orders. Okay, what is a market execution trade? A market execution trade is pretty much what I just explained, where you get in at the market where it currently is. If I want to buy it right now and I click buy, boom, that's market execution. If I want to sell it right now, then I click sell. That's market execution. You're literally getting in wherever the market is currently at. Remember, when you buy the market, you want the market to go up. When you sell the market, you want it to go down. The next thing what I want to talk to you guys about is a stop loss and a take profit. Going back to this example, let's go back to the buy example. Let's say we bought it right here. Remember, when you buy something, you want the value of that thing to go up from where you bought it at. So if we bought at this level right here and price continue to go up, the more it goes up, the more money that we're going to make. So first thing we're going to talk about is a take profit. What is a take profit? A take profit is used to automatically close your trade for a profit. So how will we use a take profit? Let's say that you put in a trade and you say, okay, I want to make $100 off of this trade. What you're going to do, you're going to set a take profit. And once price goes up to your take profit, this trading platform, MetaTrader 4, is going to automatically close your trade for a profit. Now, the next thing that we're going to talk about is a stop loss. What is a stop loss? A stop loss is used to automatically close your trade for a loss. Remember, if we're buying it right here, the more it goes up from where we bought it at, the more money that we're going to make. If we bought it right here and it starts to drop from where we bought it at, the more money that we're going to lose. So a stop loss is pretty much used to stop your losses. So if you take a trade and you say, I want to make $100 on this trade, but I don't want to lose more than $50, now you have to set a stop loss. What this stop loss is going to do is going to stop your loss. So if price goes below from where you bought it at, the more it goes down, the more money that you lose. But once it hits your stop loss, wherever you choose your stop loss to be, once it hits your stop loss, the app is going to automatically take you out of that trade for a small loss. So that's pretty much what market execution is. You have buys and you have sells. Pretty much all of your trades are going to have a stop loss and a take profit. Okay. But now we're going to talk about pending orders. All right. So you have buy stops and you have sell stops. What is a buy stop? A buy stop is an order that's placed above price, and you pretty much want price to go through it. Okay, so this blue line right here is pretty much like you're saying that, okay, these shoes right now are worth $50, but once they're worth $100, I want to buy them. So these shoes are worth $50. Once they're worth $100, I want to buy them because I know eventually these shoes are going to be worth $500. Okay, that's in perspective. That's what a buy stop is. Now, what is a sell stop? Remember, when you sell the market, you want the value to go down. You want the price to drop. All right. So a sell stop is an order placed below price, and you want price to continue to drop because that's the amount of money that you're gonna make. All right. So an example would be, I know that these shoes are currently worth $200. If these shoes are worth 150, I want to sell them because I know that eventually these shoes are only going to be worth $50. All right. And the more it goes down, the more money you're going to make. All right. So that's what a buy stop and a sell stop is. Now, the next type of pending order you have is a buy limit or a sell limit. What is a buy limit? An order placed below price. You want price to hit that point and then you want it to go up. So an example would be, these shoes are currently worth $200. I'm not gonna buy these shoes until they're worth 150. Once they're worth 150, I'm gonna buy them because I know that eventually they're gonna be worth 500. All right, that's what a buy limit. That's pretty much how that works. A sell limit is the same thing, but just opposite. It's an order placed above price, and you want price to go up to it, and then you want it to drop. So that's saying, okay, these shoes are currently worth $200. I'm gonna wait till these shoes are worth $300. I'm gonna sell them, and because I know eventually they're only gonna be worth $50. So that right there is pretty much how pending orders work. So everything that I just explained right now, this is pretty much all you need in order to start taking trades. But now I'm gonna actually show you exactly how to place trades. All right, for one, if I want to get into the market right now, all I gotta do is click buy or click sell. if you want to place either a pending order, if you want to place a pending order, what you're going to do, you're going to right click on your chart. So if I want to, let's say I want to place a buy or a buy limit right here, I'll right click and then boom, buy limit pops up right here. All right. If I want to place a sell, let's say I want to place a sell right here, I'll right click, boom, sell limit automatically comes up. Let's say I want to place a sell stop underneath price, I'll right click. It says buy limit, but I can go to trading, boom. Now I can set a sell stop right there. All right. Same thing. If I want to place a buy stop, I'll right click, go to trading, buy stop, click it, boom. Now it's automatically there. All right. Now, one other thing, and this, you have to have this auto trading, you have to have this turned on in order to be able to do what I'm about to show you. All right. So when it comes to placing your stop loss and placing your take profit, once you get into the trade, when you click, let's say you did a market execution, boom, I just bought the market right now. This is on a demo account, so let's just practice. All you got to do is drag. You see how it says drag to modify? I'll drag for my stop loss. If you look right here to the left corner, you see it's showing me how much money that I'll lose if my stop loss got hit. And it's also showing me how many pips that is. So it's showing me, let's say we're taking a trade and we don't want to lose more than $100. I'll scroll all the way down to where it says 100. Boom. Now this is where my stop loss is. Same thing for the take profit. I'll click it, drag it. Now it's telling me this is how much money that I'll make if it hits my take profit. All right. Also the amount of pips. Boom. So now it automatic, or it just set my take profit, or I just set my take profit and I set my stop loss. If you have the robot, you know that we have a robot in our community that does it for you. It automatically sets your stop loss and automatically sets your take profit. You just have to set it up. If you ever get into a trade and you want to close it, you can right click and then just click close. You can also right click if you ever get into a trade, or let's say you set a buy limit. We have a buy limit right here. If I want to set a stop loss and a take profit for my buy limit, I'll right click it. You can't just drag it and it doesn't drag the same way if you have a market execution order. So you'll right click, you'll click modify, and now you can type your stop loss based off of the price. You can type your take profit based off of the price. But again, once you have our robot, it'll automatically do this for you. If you want to delete a trade, you right click, click delete. If you want to close a trade that you're currently in, you'll right click and you'll click close. All right, so I just pretty much explained everything that you really, really need when it comes to using this app. Of course, the only way you're going to really learn how to use this is if you practice. You have to use it over and over. There are a bunch of different tutorials, that you can learn from. And yeah, any other questions that you have, just drop them in the Discord, and I got you. All right, peace.